Adam Wasserman from Brooklyn, New York. I don't want to get so much into the story of Hanukkah, but more into what does it mean to be Jewish. The story of Hanukkah is a great representation of what does it mean to be Jewish. Here, the Jewish people in the story of Hanukkah are fighting against the Greeks. They have become Hellenized, they have become Greek, but they're not willing to give up the one God. They're not willing to give up the idea of being part of a one family, and they rebel, and they fight back, and they win. Today, in our modern world, we say to ourselves, what does it mean to be Jewish? What is it all about? Why should we celebrate Hanukkah? What's the point? In the world, we have many varieties of people. We have many ideas. And some are right, some are wrong, some are in between. And we're really like children, learning and experiencing these different cultures and different ideas. But we really don't know until the days of our end which one was really right or if we were totally wrong. But what we do know is the past. We can look at the past and we can say, okay, that's what's happened, and that is the reaction of what happened. In Judaism, we find that the Jewish people have always fought back. The Jewish people have always been persecuted for being Jewish, for believing in one God, for being circumcised, for being bar mitzvah, and we survived. Sometimes we had to do it in secret. Sometimes we did it in struggle. But we survived. And today, we have to say, there is persecution amongst in the Jewish world. You know, people persecute the Jewish people, and people humiliate us. But there's really a freedom in the world for the Jewish people. It's the first time in our history where we're really free to be Jewish. And it's a great struggle, because in this freedom, we fight, we battle with ourselves in the idea that, is there a God? Is there not a God? The story of Hanukkah, is it true? Is it not true? And what does it mean to me? It's overwhelming in many ways. But what is the reality? The reality is that we, the Jewish people, are here today. We exist. We have a state of Israel. And it exists, and it is the strongest power in the Near East. And one of the strongest powers in the world. And we, as people, must say to ourselves, if we wanted to survive, if we wanted to progress, we need to teach our children. We need to teach them the story of Hanukkah. We need to teach them the Aleph Beis, the Hebrew alphabet. We need to give them the opportunity to make a choice, because if we're so liberal in the idea of thinking, then we need to give our children our choice. The choice of what they want to believe in. Sometimes it takes a great struggle, a great battle to bring people back to God. And sometimes a heartache of love and loss. But ultimately, we need to look at life as, we're not going to look at the sad things, we're going to look at the positive things and take the positive things and make an understanding that, yes, this is direction of what we need, of what we want. And we go with it. We can overcome our obstacles of disunity in the Jewish world. We can understand ourselves in our different beliefs of how we look at the Torah. But we should look at the story of Hanukkah and we should say, look at these people, our ancestors. They overcame their differences. They overcame their obstacles, and they achieved. And we can do the same. If we are willing to not use a negative, but use a positive for the future. Because we should not have a negative situation to bring us together. We should have a positive situation to bring us together. Because that is the ultimate idea of the Jewish power of bringing Mashiach, bringing the Messiah. That we don't need the negative. We can use the positive and make it so overwhelming, so great, that it will overpower all evil. God bless you all, and happy Hanukkah. Amen.